welcome to Playing for Second. I'm Josh.
I'm Brian.
And I'm Tim. And we're here to talk about our year in review. Look at some YouTube stats and also just the future of the channel. So with that, Brian, you want to get us started? Maybe we can start with total plays for the year?
Yeah, so I had a pretty good year. Well, except for the fact that my number was 702 total plays. This guy needed to play a couple of there for some reason. But yeah, 702 plays of 152 different games and a total of 570-ish hours. So pretty good for me.
That's a lot. Yeah, that's a lot.
How about you, Tim?
702.
702,
That's crazy. 241 for me, which wasn't bad. I was looking across other years. It was maybe a little bit lower, but I think I'll make that up here in a second. Yeah. So 241 of 87 different titles, 439 hours though. So I think we were talking earlier. Fewer plays, my plays tend to be a little lengthy, on average.
It's almost like he's spending 7 hours on one round of
maybe.
He and I did
that may have happened.
Yeah, you and I did that on
I did it myself, and then we did it together.
Yeah,
exactly.
Help my numbers get up there with one round of enemy action car call.
How about you, Josh? Totals?
I hit today, actually, just before we started recording. I hit 365 plays for the year, so one a day. Thank you very much.
There you go.
That was 142 different games and only 382 hours. So the lowest of the bunch, but I think I have excuses at home.
Yeah, 3 of them.
So,
With 3 names.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was our kind of overview for the year. Now we're going to talk about some of our top plays that we had.
So for me, I think we're doing top 3, yeah?
Yep.
So for me, my top 3 in number of plays, Marvel Champions came in at 56. Agricola came in at 54. Most of those were solo, but a couple of them were online with my buddy Creed. And then third was Caverna with 38 plays for me. Now, Agricola and Caverna, because I know you guys are both thinking it, we're all online.
They're also the same game, but that's fine.
All right. So yeah, no, those are those are 3 of my favorite solo games. So it's not super surprising they're up there. So, how about for you, Tim? What was your top 3?
So mine total plays was Iridia. The Pass We Dare Tread with 40, followed up by Mr. President, the American Presidency, 2001 through 2020. Of course, got to do the whole thing.
Yeah.
Obviously, with 14, I put 14 plays. That wasn't like 14 4-year sessions.
Yeah.
Right.
It was, how many times did I sit down for a considerable amount of time? Some of them, I would say, probably 2 hours. Some of them, let's say, more than 2 hours.
Yeah.
We'll put it at that. And then number 3 was Nemesis Retaliation. We played that a few times. I played that actually in Cincinnati with Capstone Group, and then also a handful of solo plays. And so that one was a total at 9. So with that, how about you, Josh? Top plays for the year?
Top 3 by number of plays. Number 1 was obviously Kingdom Legacy Feudal Kingdom. I know, surprise, surprise. Number 2, because we play this all the time at home with the kids, was Splendor. With 11 plays. And then a new game to us this year that we played a lot when we first got it, and then I played a bunch with the kids too, was Big Time Hockey at 10 plays, which is not an amazing game, but the kids really like it.
It's a fast, neat card game.
Yeah.
It's more fun than it has any right to be.
Yes,
I think my review on that one.
Yeah. So that was by number of plays. Now we're going to talk about our hours of gaming, because a lot of times, 10 plays of Big Time Hockey isn't a long time. So, Brian, how about hours-wise?
Apparently neither are 56 plays of Marvel Champions. None of my top 3 plays are my top 3 hours. So
that's crazy.
If you consider the Hexplorer games one game, which I do, that was my top with 40 hours. I actually recorded a solo play of all those this year. My number 2.
Real quick, I honestly figure if you group all those together, I figured that would have been higher.
Higher than 40?
Higher than 40.
I can play those relatively quickly now because I play them so many times.
Yeah.
Even when I play with the nephews, I try to.
That's what I was wondering. It seems like you're playing not only with us, but with solo, and then also with nephews.
The nephews we're kind of to the point now where we're trying to get more than just that in. So they're also, and they're getting older. Wow. So they're getting older, so they're a little quicker at it too.
Yeah.
So number 2 for me.
So what he's saying is we're slow.
Yep,
that's what he's saying.
Well, no, you guys want to play the story mode.
We also take
40 hours. So
that's true.
The second one for me in terms of hours was Kingdom Legacy. I mean, if you're familiar with the channel, we've been doing our Dueling Kingdoms we're almost, I think, 20 episodes or something like that
Yep.
into it. So 37 hours for me of Kingdom Legacy, which is probably less than you, because I think you soloed it more than I did this year. And then third for me, and this was early in the year, and I'm going to have to get back to this here in 2026, but Dungeon Universalis came in. I did a campaign of that, which took me 30 hours or so.
You got that sweet 3D printed box you got to use.
Yeah, he does.
I want to 3D print some more stuff for that too, just to kind of organize a little bit better. So I've gotten an expansion since I've done some of that. So,
cool.
But yeah, those were my three. Tim, how about you?
All right, so this is where I see some overlap, but also a new game made its way in here. So with Iridia, the 40 plays, that ended up covering 92 hours. It basically was most of my gaming in January and I think half of February. So yeah,
a few of that we recorded the video, the three of us. That was I think 3 or 4 hours of that, but the rest of that was effectively one campaign for you, right?
Yep, you got it. So yeah, number one, Iridia. Number two was Mr. President. So familiar with what I was just talking about? Mr. President, the American Presidency, 2001 to 2020.
Yeah, that's the same game.
Okay.
And
There's
that was
so many.
and that was 37 hours. And then the new one to the list was Frostpunk, the board game. So while in Cincinnati at the Capcom, I believe it was in September, I picked this up while I was there and jumped into it the last maybe month and a half, and have 24 hours in that one. And that's another one. Every time I pick it up, it seems like it's 3 to 4 hours in one go. So really liking that.
Cool.
But how about you, Josh? Time?
Top three by time. Number one is, of course, Kingdom Legacy Feudal Kingdom at 48 hours. And again, a little bit more than Brian because I played a solo version of that a little bit more than he had. And then I had 3 tied for 9 hours each, which was Age of Steam, which was 4 plays, Dune War for Arrakis, which was 3 plays, and then Plum Island Horror for 9 hours, which was just 2 plays. Because those are a little lengthy. But
Wolverine!
Number one, 9 hours. No, is your number 2? Rookie numbers.
Yeah.
I'm just going to put that out there.
I know. I don't get into the big campaign.
I know
games
you
like
get.
you guys
I
do,
know.
So I don't have the attention span for that. But yeah, so that was kind of our overview of our plays. Brian, what was your maybe favorite game that you played this year?
Well, keeping in mind that when we say our 2025 favorite game, that probably doesn't necessarily mean it came out in
Definitely
2025. We don't. For the most part, we don't buy a lot of new games.
Not much anymore.
Not much anymore.
Onesie twosies.
Lots of expansions for games that we should play more.
Yes.
And Kickstarter projects that we're waiting on.
Yeah.
What?
But for me, I'm going to say the Hexplorit series. But I guess if you really want to call it 2025, I'll say Mountains of Godai. It's not my favorite Hexplorit game, I don't think, but it did at least come out this year. So at least then I guess kind of cover both bases there. But yeah, Hexplorit is always going to be at the top of my list. I mean, literally, it's number 2 on my top solo, and we'll have to maybe revisit our top games in general this year. But I think it's also top 3 for me there. So I really enjoyed that series. Tim, how about you?
For me, probably not going to be a surprise. Again, similar to what you were talking about, it's actually not by hours or plays.
Uh-oh.
I would say Mr. President was my
sorry,
favorite.
what?
Yeah.
What game?
One moment.
Yeah.
Mr. President, the American Presidency, 2001 through 2020.
Oh, 2020.
Same game.
Okay.
So yeah, that was my number one. It was number one on my solo list as well. And I don't know. I've only I've gone back to that game now 3 times. And when I go back to it, it's for long stretches.
Yeah.
It's like for a month or 6 weeks at a time. And I just really like everything that one throws at you. How about you, Josh? Favorite game? Game of the year, one might say.
I think it has to be Kingdom Legacy.
What?
Yeah.
Shocker.
I don't know. I just really like the versatility of that game. You can sit and play it by yourself. We were talking about this a little bit earlier. You can play it for 30 minutes if you want. You can sit and play it for 6 hours. It's really up to you. And Brian and I have had a lot of fun with the Dueling Kingdom series we've been doing. So
We really have,
yeah.
Yeah. Very nice.
So again, speaking of our channel, Brian,
Uh-oh.
can you give us some channel stats?
Yeah.
Kick us off.
So it was a pretty good year for us, considering it was really kind of the first year for us.
Right.
So as of recording, and we are recording this on the last day of 2025, we have 395 subscribers. 376 of those joined us this year.
Yeah.
And the ones we had prior to that were us and Tim's kids and
Family.
some of their friends. So that was
And my parents.
and your
And my
parents. Yeah. So we got our actual first probably real subscribers. Well, we had some last year, but definitely this was kind of our first full year doing it. So it was kind of neat to see the growth there. How we'd go a couple stretches with no subscribers, and then we had a couple day stretch there where we got a bunch.
Yeah,
because our top solo video kind of hit a lot of.
And I was going to say,
people.
especially considering we haven't really put in any groundwork to branch out to new subscribers. I mean, it's just all been kind of organic through YouTube. And,
you're the only one on any like social media thing.
and I don't do that often.
And you don't do that
Right.
often.
Yeah.
So
Right.
no, it's for the most part pretty organic. But how many, Josh? I think how many videos did we end up doing this year?
We ended up recording 129 new videos for the channel in 2025. So yeah, quite a bit.
That seems pretty
so
that's,
like one every 3 days. Wow.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
And now a lot of those weren't, some of them were just the podcast that we were doing, and we'll talk about the podcast a little bit later. So they were podcast episodes that weren't necessarily videos; they were video recordings, but they were intended to be podcasts. And then a couple unboxings here and there, and
a little bit of everything,
but mostly playthroughs. And I think that's kind of our groove right now. So yeah. Tim.
So with
viewership?
those videos, we ended up with 41.3 thousand views. Which again, when you were pulling those numbers together, I was like, wow, that's more substantial than I thought. No, I think a lot of our videos, they were coming in 20s and 30s chunks
and
for a while.
Some
still do.
Yeah.
But now, the 100, 200, 500, 800 seems like that's not as unusual. And every once in a while, we'll get one that's cracking the K barrier. So that's been really neat. So top 3 videos. Speaking of, number 1 for the year was Nemesis Retaliation, our cooperative playthrough. So we ended up putting out 2 Nemesis videos. This was the first one. We had not only the videos and the viewership, but also we had some pretty decent engagement on there just from a comment standpoint. So really
people telling us
that.
how wrong we played.
Oh, absolutely. That was the first one I put up. I was the first person to comment and said, I know we screwed some stuff up. This was early. I'd played it once by myself, and this was.
And I think we
just wanted to get it to the table.
We knew that going in. I think we had a caveat of being like, we think we're doing it right.
Yeah, and we know we're not. It's like there were player aids and game aids all over the table, trying to make sure that
it was fun though.
Yeah, I again, out of the
for
3. For some of us. Out of the 3, that's probably my favorite from a gameplay standpoint, although I still do really like the first 2 in the series.
Yeah.
How about you, Josh? What was number 2 there?
So our number 2 overall video with, 3.3 thousand views was a video that I was very reluctant to make in the first place because I don't like making top 10 lists, but we did make a top 10 solo video, and that was our second most viewed. So it seems, we do put out a lot of solo content. So it makes sense that a lot of people that like solo content saw that video. So
that one got it in front of quite a few people.
Yeah.
Which I'm glad, because that was our second top 10. And the first one I thought was going to do well, and it did not. And I hated you being correct on that. So when we put this one out and I was correct, we're going to forget about that original top 10 that we did.
Yeah. What was our third video, Brian?
Our third one, surprisingly to me, was my solo Space Empires 4X video with 2.9 thousand views on that one. I kind of just did that because I really like that game, and I figured I'd throw that out there around the time that the latest expansion came out. Mm-hmm. And that was another one where a lot of comments in that one, and I'm probably going to revisit that here in the coming year as well. So, and that one too, I don't know. So if I was trying to think too, like what my favorite video would be, or a couple favorite videos of what we did, and the top 10 was one.
Yeah.
Mainly because I could shove it in your face.
Yeah.
But also that was enjoyable, just hearing and trying to guess what your top 10 was going to be.
Yeah.
I think you guys had more fun doing that.
Yeah.
Well, the best part about it was I had 10 games for you, and you don't solo.
Yep.
My 10, I think I only guessed like 4 correctly. There were 6 that you didn't have on your top 10. So you solo more than you think.
I do.
But
I do. And that's actually one of my little personal goals this year, is to try to get a few more solo games.
Oh, good. If you need any, I'll
I don't want to play your solo games.
Yeah, that's fair.
I've got some for you.
Another one that I really liked, not really the game so much, but our Inish playthrough where our other buddy Josh joined us, he's the fourth member of our core game group kind of that is with us pretty much on the regular, just for whatever reason. That was the first and so far only time he joined us on the channel. It was nice to have him for that Inish playthrough. That Inish playthrough went 3.5 hours, so the actual playthrough wasn't great.
I was going to say, you didn't like the 5-hour playthrough?
No, especially when I could have.
I didn't mind it.
I could have ended it round one, and boy, do I wish I would have. But I didn't. So, I mean, those were mine. How about you guys? Josh, did you have any? No, Tim. We're going to start with Tim.
Mine. My top one was the same as yours, the top 10 solo. Yeah. And there was one, as we were talking about this and prepping, I had a specific soundbite. I was like, you guys got to hear this. And it was in Josh's, because again, I think we had a lot of fun trying to guess what Josh's top 10 solo games were going to be. I only had a list of 8, which whittled down to 5 when you guys said those
Harvest Trilogy.
The Harvest Trilogy or whatever only counted as 1. So I only had 5. All 5 were on the 10, though.
Yeah.
There you go. That's pretty good.
One of them that slipped in, I believe it was number 4, was Freshwater Fly. And I wish I had a timestamp here because
we'll pull the video.
I was going to say, when Josh says, number 4, Freshwater Fly, my immediate reaction is, no.
My number 4, Freshwater Fly.
No. Because that totally wasn't on my radar. I hadn't thought about that at all.
You probably didn't even know that I owned that game.
I knew you owned the game. I didn't know it was solo.
Oh, he soloed it that one time.
Or that if you played it, you would have liked it. But
no, it's actually got a pretty cool solo mode.
Okay.
You're dueling with this other angler and you're trying to basically catch more fish.
Yeah, that sounds amazing.
Wow. Wow.
You want to be a president?
Wow.
I got to hook you up.
But from what years, though, Tim?
Just a second.
Yeah.
2001 to 2020.
Oh, maybe.
No, those are terrible years. No, I'm good.
So that was my number 1. Number 2 was the other video I was just talking about, the Nemesis cooperative playthrough that we did, or Nemesis Retaliation cooperative playthrough that we did. And I just had 3 words here. So much fire.
Yeah.
Because again, every time we play that game,
we lose.
No matter what version, either the ship or the facility blows up, goes down in flames, whatever the situation. And of course, that's what happened.
That's what it feels like for me whenever I play that game. So it's very thematic. I'm sorry, I should have said game.
Josh, how about you?
Wow.
Top videos of the year.
Mine is our series of Dueling Kingdoms that we came up with. Well, Brian came up with the idea, and I really enjoyed recording those videos.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of fun doing that, and it kind of directs us on what to play every week a little bit, too. Gives us an excuse to get together and hang out, I guess. And and
I was also surprised. We've got like 3 or 4 people who I think have watched every single one of those, and they're really enjoying it too. Because we don't get huge viewership numbers on those, but I think it's the same people coming back, which is cool to see, and to interact with them whenever we screw something up. Or
big time screw up.
We were very disappointed with a couple things, and it was showing on camera, and a couple of the guys were telling us, that's going to happen. I mean, it might not have been bad for them, but it was just kind of interesting to get some instant feedback, really, from people, too, which is always cool.
And you're not talking 3, 4, 5 videos. You're talking like 18, 19, 20.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's a long series to maintain.
And we're still going.
Yeah.
We're working our way through one of the largest expansion now, so there'll be a few more of those.
That's cool, and I know I've been slow on the draw on that one, and you guys kept talking about it. And I just got into it. Just started playing a week ago. And I've got almost 11 hours in.
Yeah, you're catching up to us.
So
that one will continue to be played in 2026.
I see what you guys were talking about. Yeah. Let me put it that way.
It's a fun one.
It's fun. All right, so that was the stats for 2025. We do have some plans and a little bit of an update here for 2026. The first update, which is probably no surprise at this point, the podcast episodes are on what we're calling an indefinite pause. If we come back to it, great. Otherwise,
miracle.
Q taps.
Yeah.
So the 4 people who watch those, we're sorry.
I enjoy the podcast, but we've kind of discussed, after we play every game that we talk about on the podcast, we always talk about it after we're done playing it. So there's no reason to double talk about the games.
Yeah, right.
I'd rather spend time recording actual playthroughs or something else that might be of use other than just 3 dudes talking about games, which every podcast is. So that one's on an indefinite pause. We are potentially going to replace that with like a monthly wrap-up video, because that's effectively what the podcast had become anyway. We were kind of doing it once a month at that point, just because life has been so busy for all of us the last 6 months or so.
For you guys.
So yeah, so maybe a monthly wrap-up video in our future. Hopefully, we'll see. Tim, what else are we gonna hopefully do?
So the other thing we want to put out there is the goal for release schedule. We're looking at shooting for a similar pace, so 2 per week for 2026. So expect to see those dropping as the month continues. Brian, how about you? You got anything big planned here?
Yeah, so as part of that 2 per week, one of my goals this year was, I do this, I think I say it every year. The one year I did like a 40 by 5, but this year I'm going to attempt to do a 20 by 6 for 2026 solo challenge. In an attempt to play some of the games that I know I like, but just don't get them to the table. And as part of that, and as part of our video releases, I'm hoping to record at least one play of those 20 games, and they're not set in stone yet, but at least one play of those, and release them onto the channel. So some of them are kind of more campaign games, so it might be more than one play, whereas other ones are really more just one-offs.
I don't want to see you play Caverna 6 times.
What did I just say?
What?
I think you and I have to choose the 20 games.
Ooh.
I mean,
sounds like you're playing Mr. President, American President, 2017, 2020.
As long as they're currently behind you, that's fine. But yeah, so that hopefully people want to see that. But if not, it's going to happen anyway. So
yeah.
I was just wondering, did you 3D print something to keep track of?
I did.
Of what you're
I'm
going to
not
be playing?
happy with it yet. So, but yeah, I did 3D print a little tracker and little things.
Yeah,
it's cute.
Another hobby that you guys sucked me into in the past month and a half.
Yeah. So yeah, I think we had a pretty successful 2025, all things considered. I mean, we started this year basically with zero experience of creating videos, editing videos, YouTube. We made a lot of upgrades here throughout the year.
Hopefully you guys have noticed the improvements.
I was going to say equipment, skills. I mean, yeah, you guys have really done a lot of things over the past year.
Well, I appreciate that too.
Yeah, no, and that's I just want to say that thanks again. I know you guys take care of a lot of the technical and the logistics side of things, so really appreciate that.
Tim's just the talent.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Tim's the goal.
All right,
you know what I mean? Like that's what we're just striving to be like Tim.
That's why we named the channel Playing for Second.
Exactly.
I wanted to see if it was going to stick because we have had a few hobbies where we've all gone.
I'm not talking about Tim.
Ankles deep into stuff or elbows deep into stuff, and I'm the one that ends up holding the bag at the end, where these guys both bail. So this is the one I've been kind of
It was
waiting
one time,
to see.
Tim.
One time? Okay.
It was one piece, is what it was. Yeah, it was a fun 2 weeks, and then it wasn't. So,
all right, well, that's going to do it for 2025.
It sure is. I hope everyone has a happy new year.
All right, catch you next time.
All right, see you guys.